Edson, Prince George, Quesnel. I lived in Abbotsford for a little while, and then now Kelowna. But it's been bouncing around back and forth between these cities constantly.
19-year-old Keegan has been on the move a lot. Most recently, his travels have brought him to Kelowna.
I do a lot of hitchhiking here and there, and me and some friends decided that I met up in Quesnel. We decided to hitchhike down to Abbotsford. And on the way to Abbotsford, I decided I'm going to hitchhike to Kelowna. Start a life in Kelowna, see how it is. When I first got into town, I knew nobody here. Now I've got a little group of people that I hang out with all the time, so.
While Keegan has found a place to sleep at night in the Kelowna Gospel Mission, his days are spent in constant movement, walking endlessly with his newfound friends, foraging for change, cigarette butts, and contacts for work. Joining Keegan today is Tyler Sheriff.
You know, you have to acquire food, you have to acquire a place to stay. When it starts getting winter, if you don't go somewhere warm, you really have to be dependent on the shelters. Shelters usually only have a couple months to stay at them. If you don't have any way to make money, you're pretty much living without money, you're completely reliant on the resources and stuff like that. And like, by having to go back and get food at certain times of day, it really makes your day shorter to find work and all that kind of stuff. And is that close to High Road at all?
Tyler has scraped enough money together to get an apartment, and he's seeking work so that he can keep it.
That's why I'm glad I got a cell phone when I got into town with my check, because if I hadn't had a cell phone, I don't think I would have found a place by now.
So you got a place?
Yeah, I got a place, and I'm dropping off my rental checks today, and then I'll be in there for tomorrow.
It's all part of the journey for these young men.
I ended up getting a place with this girl, and she ended up stealing my rent and screwing me over, and that's kind of when my life started to go downhill a little bit. I had invested too much into that, and then, I don't know, just kind of did the nomadic thing. I didn't even take a backpack with me, just hitchhiked around with just clothes and stuff like that, and then went from city to city, dabbled around. That's all I really had to do.
As he does his rounds, Keegan is taking part in a unique fundraiser. The 30K Club, an organization committed to making positive, long-term change in the lives of the less fortunate, has launched the Doors of Hope campaign.
So do you think you see the city differently? Do you have a different perspective on it than?
There's a few sites that I've seen around town that I don't think most people have seen.
Along with other clients, Keegan is using a disposable camera to document his journey, to tell his story in pictures from his unique point of view.
Yeah. Did 5 years of photography in school, so yeah, just taking pictures like crazy. After I got out of school, I just kind of stopped taking pictures.
So this must be good for you to get back into it.
Oh yeah. Well, also I haven't really had the money for a camera of my own, so.
Once the photos are collected, a calendar of the images will be available for sale. It's hoped these images will help foster understanding, empathy, and compassion within the community.
Oh, nobody's here, wow. This is where me and my friends usually chill out during the day. Out on this little beach right here. Kick back, relax. From about here, all the way over to about here, there's no houses at all. So it works perfectly for a nice landscape picture.
For more information and to view images from the project, visit www.30kclub.com.